So FIFA 20's back with a bang, and the Yoha are the only, safest and most reliable place for you to get your FIFA coins. And if you use my discount code Gonth at the checkout, you'll get yourself a discount. You know what? Footballers really are quite petty and quite childish at times. It's really embarrassing.
Cristiano Ronaldo is er niet vanavond, dus dat is al een concurrent minder.
Was hij een concurrent dan?
Precies.
Van Dijk, our beloved Van Dijk. You'd never ever in a million years think Van Dijk was actually a full-blown savage. If it's not him basically saying Ronaldo is no competition, which was true this year, he's also coming out and saying this.
And you're going to be against Ronaldo. What do you think? What is your feeling about that?
Yeah, we play Portugal. We don't play with Cristiano Ronaldo.
All in all, as much as I do like Van Dijk, he does seem to have his petty little childish moments. But guess what, Van Dijk? You were no competition to Messi this year either. Have one of those. Sergio Ramos, the king of pettiness, the king of childishness, the king of just being a complete and utter dickhead, a moron. Does anyone like Sergio Ramos? Honestly, can I do a poll, a vote on the screen? Does anyone like Sergio? There's something about Ramos and Messi, they just don't get on, and Ramos just likes to troll him and just be this kind of childish little dickhead. You're on like 300 grand a week in front of hundreds, millions of people, and you're being that petty. And it's not just Ramos who's petty towards Messi and childish towards Messi. Guess what? It's Pepe too! Pepe, oh man. Takes it to another level, Peps, don't he? He really just goes down one step further, Pepe, don't he? You think Ramos throwing a ball over someone's head, you know, having a bit of a troll moment, a laugh. Yeah, we thought that was cool. But Ramos, he's childish in a cruel way. He's cruel childish. I don't know how this guy was brought up, but it wasn't great. I mean, Ramos is just a full-blown savage. This is just evil, but at the same time, it's so petty. The way he goes over and just stamps on Messi's hand and gets away with it, because we all know Real Madrid players, including Pepe and Ramos, get away with everything. It's petty, it's childish, I mean, thank God, I think Messi's like doing religious signs. Thank God that Pepe fucked off out the league, because this guy, he was causing all sorts of murder. We've got Angel Correa. Not really heard much about this guy. Never included him in any of my squad builders, but today I realised something. This guy was just, I don't even know, this is just not nice. This is just nasty. You're just being a bit of a dick, a bit of a prick, a bit of an asshole. You just deserve one of them slapped straight across the face, and I think I've just, have I? Real Madrid playing Atletico Madrid, and Angel Correa thought it was okay to just boot the ball full force at Di Maria's head while he was on the floor, and then act like, I didn't mean to do it. That's where the childish element comes into it. If you blatantly do something like that, own it. Just own it. Don't come around here acting like you didn't mean to do it. And finally, we're gonna complete one of the most pettiest defenses I've ever created in my life. It doesn't get much pettier than standing on someone's foot. How old are you? But you know what? When it comes to the Chinese, Japanese, whatever league, Tokyo League, fucking Korean League, they're all dodgy out there, man. I don't know how many times I've got to say it. It's mainly the Chinese league, you know, take nothing away from the other leagues. But the shit that goes on, I mean, it's just like, they got like a couple of professional players like Witsel and your Demba Ba, and you got like Paulinho, you got these random players, like professional players. Then you guys got a load of random Chinese dudes, and the random Chinese dudes are evil. I mean, I don't know how petty you gotta get to stamp on someone's foot and then refuse to leave the pitch because you don't know what you've done. Honestly, these Chinese dudes are coming within this close from me, honestly, getting a plane over there and doing absolutely nothing at all. If they're getting that close, because it's starting to do my head in now. The amount of squad builders that I'm building and talking about these Chinese dudes breaking legs, being racist, slapping people, spitting, stamping. What is wrong with them? I always was under the impression Chinese people, Chinese leagues, Chinese football was clean. You know, no. What goes on over there is absolutely outrageous. And remind me, I'm never, ever, ever going anywhere near the Chinese league. We then got the king of pettiness. The king of childishness. The king of just being a little girl and rolling around on the floor and acting like, overall, a bitch. Even though we know Neymar is great, take nothing away from it, he acts like a kid. But not any kid, a bitch kid. A kid bitch. Yeah, this, I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh. Neymar was booked, and you know what, to take out his temper, to take out his anger, he went over and he trolled Traore. He pretended to help him up and just let him fall on his ass. It is just, it doesn't get any pettier than that. He pretended to help and then ran off laughing. I mean, it's just, Neymar is the king of trolls. He's the king of pettiness. He's the king of being a bitch. He just knows how to piss you off. Do not, I repeat, do not get on Neymar's bad side, because you won't win. It comes with a heavy hat, but I've also got to include Granit Xhaka. Now, Granit, what are you doing, bro? Got subbed off for Arsenal. Arsenal fans booed him because he was playing shit, and he has been playing shit for a long time. What did Granit Xhaka do? This. Yeah, started doing all this stuff like, ooh, yeah, what? Then started swearing. Started actually mouthing. You can hear him mouthing the words F off. I mean, bro, what are you doing? You're a professional footballer, bro. Can you not, like, you know, can you not control yourself, contain yourself? From, like, crying, he actually broke down, like, just because you're getting booed. You know what you do? You come back the next week stronger, and you prove those fans wrong. You don't cry about it. I mean, professional footballers, you don't cry about... Let's not forget, Granit Xhaka's on 100 grand a week. Life's not that hard, bro. An all-time favourite clip of mine. This is what I call football bollocks. Because this is exactly the sort of stuff that you see go on a pitch daily. Sometimes you don't hear it, sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't see it. Joey Barton versus Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Childish bollocks at its finest. Great TV.
Et puis moi j'ai pas peur de toi.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to work out exactly what Joey Barton was getting at. Maybe just potentially it could be, he could have been on about Ibra's nose, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he was on about, maybe he just likes to do angles in the air. I don't know, maybe, you know, mathematic angles. Or maybe literally it was the size of Ibra's big, huge, Swedish nose. But you gotta give it to Ibra, he gave it back just as much. You know, they're both giving it to each other, but when it comes to childish bollocks on the pitch, you love to see it. Oh, do not sleep on Diego Lainez. Unfortunately for this guy, he wasn't born blessed. Okay, it happens to some people. He was born at 5'6", pretty much the same size as an average girl. Unfortunate for him. This Donny, when he was playing against USA, literally made him realise, you really are this big, bro. You really are this big. This is childishness. Childishness at its highest level. This is the sort of stuff you see, literally, if you go to the school playground, you'll see this. I mean, to do that to someone behind the referee's back so you can't be seen, so he can't give you any cards. Do this, it's literally like, bro, I mean, how old are you? This is professional football and you're doing this. I mean, it's brilliant. You love to see it. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, I'm the kind of person who would probably do it as well. I'd be like Neymar, I'd be a dick. But, I mean, you gotta talk about it because it is unprofessional and just childish bollocks at its finest. And last but not least, Cristiano Ronaldo. A moment that I've never seen before. I come across this earlier and I thought, oh my God, that's going in the squad builder. Cristiano Ronaldo scores a penalty and watch how he reacts. This is like, I don't know, I didn't rate this. So yeah, Ronaldo steps up for the penalty, scores, and then runs into the keeper's face and like sort of jumps at him with his chest. I don't know, like it's really disrespectful and just childish and just petty. Like, just because you've scored and he nearly saved your penalty, why run up into his face and like chest his face? The keeper was like, what the fuck? what? What's going on here? I don't know if Ronaldo just got really relieved and gassed that the penalty went in and he just thought, you know, went and got all arrogant. Or there was something said before. I don't know, but that was pretty petty. And today, yeah, we've witnessed childish footballers at its finest.